Hello and welcome to this week's edition of CTN Community Update. On Tuesday, voters in the Anoka-Hennepin School District overwhelmingly approved 2 ballot questions that will increase space and decrease class sizes. Question 1, which provides operating revenue of $95 million over the next 10 years, passed with more than 16,600 yes votes, or about 66%. The no votes numbered more than 8,500. Question 2, which will provide $249 million over the next 25 years for facility construction and renovations, passed by nearly the same margin. More than 16,500 people said yes, while the no votes numbered more than 8,600. The superintendent says they will immediately begin to put the funds to use as promised.
Thanks to our community, came out in droves, supported us.
One day after a historic election for District 11, Superintendent David Law was still grinning ear to ear.
I was happy to see that our community appreciated the need because it's real. Our schools are crowded at the elementary level, and the need for safety and getting rid of these portables, that's a real need.
In addition to removing the remaining 62 portable classrooms in Anoka-Hennepin, passage of the bond and levy referendum will allow District 11 to staff and construct 2 new elementary schools in growing areas, one in Ramsey and the other in Blaine. Space and security improvements will also be made at all existing schools, including Coon Rapids High School, where 2 new entrances will make for a safer environment for both students and staff.
The portables, peace and safety is on everyone's mind. Before even we had this task force, we'd have people coming to the board talking about safety in our schools. And so the safety message about secure entrances and portables was there.
Superintendent Law says between the work of his communications staff and the Fit for the Future task force, which spent a year studying the needs in District 11, voters got the message and information they needed to make an informed decision at the polls.
I just can't say thank you enough. Our team has been wonderful, our community has been supportive, people have taken the time to be informed, and just thank you.
School officials say the majority of the construction projects will be complete within 4 years. District 11 expects to break ground on the 2 new elementary schools in the spring and have them ready for students by the fall of 2019. That's also when all the portables will be retired and students will be moved to permanent space. As far as class sizes, the superintendent says there won't be class size reductions across the board, but the district will be able to address the most overcrowded classes, which will mean a better educational experience for those students. There will be 1 new face on the Anoka-Hennepin School Board starting next year. On Tuesday night, Anna Dirkswager won her bid for the District 4 seat, replacing William Fields, who did not seek re-election. Dirkswager received 2,751 votes. Her opponent, Brian Herta, received 2,568 votes. Dirkswager, a married mother of 2 from Andover, has experience in the private, government, and nonprofit sectors and also serves on Andover's Open Space Commission. In the race for the District 3 seat, incumbent Bill Harvey beat out a challenge from Jessica Geisler. Harvey received more than 2,200 votes. Geisler received nearly 1,500. As for the 3rd seat on the ballot, incumbent Jeff Simon ran unopposed for his 2nd term on the Anoka-Hennepin School Board. Simon, Harvey, and Dirkswager will take the oath of office at the first school board meeting of the year, which is set for January 8th. District 11 is teaming up with Anoka County and several other local organizations to educate the community about the exploitation and trafficking of youth. A community forum is set for Thursday, November 16th from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. at the Educational Service Center on Ferry Street in Anoka. Learn about the risk factors, how kids are recruited, and the indicators of child exploitation and trafficking. Also find out what local resources are available. For more information, log on to anokacounty.us/end-exploitation. A unique court system in Anoka County is celebrating a milestone this month. Veterans Court is marking its 5th year in operation. Vets Court was created to help veterans whose substance abuse or mental illness has contributed to criminal offenses. Eligible participants are monitored more closely than offenders in civilian court, with most graduating from the program in 18 to 24 months.
We very intensely supervise them, but we do that because we believe that, they have put up their lives to give the ultimate sacrifice, and if some of the things that they've seen and been through have put them in a position where they are breaking the law, it's really incumbent upon us to help them get back to where they were before.
Veterans Court aims at reducing the recidivism rate and focuses on rehabilitation rather than punishment. We'll have much more on the Vets Court program coming up in a few minutes on CTN Spotlight. As Veterans Day approaches, the Coon Rapids American Legion continues its search for a new home. The building on Crooked Lake Boulevard is being sold to the North Star Community Church, which will take possession in mid-December. But the sale of the building doesn't mean the Legion is going away. CTN Steve Antis reports.
On the corner of Crooked Lake and Northdale Boulevard, the American Legion has been a place for fun and fellowship. Senior dances were held on the second Wednesday of the month.
Since 1989.
Auxiliary member Arlene Wilson has been there from the start.
But today's going to be the last one as far as I know, because the church, they sold us the Legion Club and the church brought it. And it's sad.
We have to more or less downsize.
American Legion Commander Irv Ekman and his wife Denise, who manages the business operations, said the search for a new home goes on.
There's a group of 4 people that are looking for a new location, but so far they haven't found anything.
We don't know exactly how much money we're going to have left over, so it's pretty hard to go out and find a place when you don't know how much money you got to put into it.
Beyond the sale of the building, the American Legion is finding other ways to raise money. The plans are to sell all of the furniture and fixtures inside the building with the help of auction masters in an online auction. The Post's charitable gambling and bingo operation will continue across the street.
Right now we have the gambling license for Chanticleer Pizza across the street. So we will continue to have that because that's a separate license.
The first weekend in December will be the final days the Post will be open for business.
On December 2nd, we always have our breakfast with Santa, and we didn't want to disappoint the children. So we're still having breakfast with Santa. And then that night, that Saturday night, we're going to have our customer appreciation night.
Any leftovers will be served for the Vikings game on Sunday.
But I'm really going to miss this Legion Club. Lots and lots of memories here.
Steve Antis reporting for CTN Community Update.
Post 334's Customer Appreciation event will take place on Saturday, December 2nd. Check out their website for details. The sale of the building will close on December 14th. The community is invited to attend the annual Veterans Day program at Anoka High School. It will take place Friday, November 10th at 8:45 a.m. This year's keynote speaker is Army Sergeant First Class Adam Peterson, an Andover resident and 1998 graduate of Anoka High School. A big honor this week for the Coon Rapids Fire Chief, who led the charge to secure funding for an overpass at the Hanson Boulevard Railroad tracks. On Wednesday, John Piper received the Transportation Advocate Award from the Minnesota Transportation Alliance at its annual meeting in St. Cloud. The award recognizes Piper for his strong commitment and outstanding efforts to improve the state's transportation system. The fire chief worked tirelessly to secure the necessary funding to construct an overpass at the railroad tracks on Hanson Boulevard to reduce delays for emergency responders, along with motorists and pedestrians. Construction on the new overpass will start next year. I know he's very modest, but congratulations to Chief Piper, well deserved. That's going to do it for our show today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again next week.